Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my Contemporaryathon TBR. So if you don't know, this is the second round of Contemporaryathon, and this is put on by Julie over at Pages and Pens, Chelsea at Chelsea Darling Reads, and Natasha at My Reading is Odd. I'll link them all down below. You guys should definitely go check them out. So this readathon takes place between Monday, February 12th and Sunday, February 18th, and the goal is just to read contemporary. And it's funny because when I first did this last time, the first round, when I was thinking of contemporary, I was like, I don't read a lot of contemporary, but when I think of contemporary, I think of romance. But there's so many subgenres. There's historical fiction, mystery thriller, there's romance, of course. So there's many different subgenres of contemporary. So I do read a lot of historical fiction and thriller, and I'm starting to dabble in romance a little bit more. So yeah. So there are 7 challenges, and I'm going to go over those with you right now. So the first challenge is to read the most recent contemporary that you've bought or acquired, and for me that is A Hope Divided by Alyssa Cole. This is historical fiction set in the Civil War era, and I heard about this from Joss over at Squibbles Read. She was talking about it on her Insta stories one day, and she gave some plot points and why everyone should pick it up, and I was instantly like, I need to read this. It's historical fiction, which is right up my alley. It's a woman of color, and it's Black History Month, and I want to read, mostly people of color this month. And also, it's set in the Civil War era, which I've never read before, but I think I'm really going to enjoy it, and it's not that long. I think it's less than 300 pages, so I should be able to get through it no problem. The second challenge is to read a contemporary book with pink on the cover. So for that, I chose P.S. I Still Love You by Jenny Han, and there's a little bit of pink. Her shirt is pink, and then there's some pink down here, so I'm going to count it. I did read To All the Boys I've Loved Before last year, and I loved it. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars, so I figured this would be a good time to pick up the second book. The third challenge is to read a hyped contemporary, and for that I picked Love, Hate, and Other Filters by Samira Ahmed. And I'm not really sure exactly what this one is about, but I've heard nothing but amazing things. I've heard it's cute and fluffy and pulls on your heartstrings, but it's also heartbreaking and eye-opening. So I'm really excited to read it, and it's really hyped right now. People seem to really, really love it, and I think it's on the New York Times bestseller right now. So yeah, I'm hoping to get to this one. The fourth challenge is to read a diverse contemporary, and to be honest, all but one of the 5 books on my TBR are diverse in one way or the other, so I do have that one covered. The fifth challenge is to read a dark or taboo contemporary, and for this I chose a mystery thriller, and I chose Before I Go to Sleep by S.J. Watson. I actually am buddy reading this with Lisa over at Books and Smiles, so I figured it would just be perfect to put it on my TBR because we're not starting it until around Contemporaryathon starts, so I figured why not. All I know about this is this woman, every time she goes to sleep, when she wakes up, she doesn't remember anything. She doesn't remember her life. She loses her memory. I've heard great things about it. I know that it is a movie with Nicole Kidman, so after I read this I'm definitely going to be watching that. Hopefully it's good. And yeah, I'm really excited to get to this one as well. And, I say that about every single book that I hold up on this channel. I'm so excited. I need to come up with a different line. The sixth challenge is to read a contemporary-ish graphic novel, and for that I chose March. This is by John Lewis, Andrew Aiden, and Nate Powell. And this is volume 1. I think there's 3 volumes, and it's just John Lewis's account of marching during the Civil Rights Movement with Martin Luther King, I believe. I do know that he is a U.S. congressman, and he was a key figure during the Civil Rights Movement. So I'm really excited to get to this one. And again, it's Black History Month, so this is quite fitting. The seventh and final challenge is to read a contemporary that was recommended to you, and for that I am going to be reading A Hope Divided by Alyssa Cole. This is also my most recent contemporary that I've acquired. I just picked it up from the library, so this was recommended by Joss over at Squibbles Reads. Of course, she didn't recommend it to me directly, but she recommended it to all of her followers, and so I'm going to take that recommendation and run with it. So that is my TBR for Contemporaryathon. I don't know if I'll get to all of them. Probably not. I have 5 books. I'm never going to read 5 books in a week. I barely read 5 books in a month. But I'm going to try. I'm really excited for all of these. Actually, it's been really hard for me not to pick any of these up and start reading them before the Contemporaryathon. But I do have other things on my TBR that I need to get to this month. So hopefully if I don't finish these for Contemporaryathon, then I can pick them up for the rest of the month and get through them then, because I am really, really excited to get to all of these, and they sound amazing, and they're diverse, and So let me know down below if you guys are going to participate in Contemporaryathon, if you read any of these, what you've thought about them, no spoilers, and what's the one book on your Contemporaryathon TBR that you're most excited about. For me, honestly, I don't know. I think it's A Hope Divided. I'm really, really excited about this. Like I said, it's historical fiction. I love historical fiction. And it's set during the Civil War era, and I don't really read stuff like that. So, but anyways, that's it for now. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me on Goodreads, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll talk to y'all later.